I found out my wife's sister didn't actually die 6 years ago, and everyone knew except me. One Thursday evening at the grocery store while my wife was at her support group, a woman grabbed my arm near the dairy section with this huge smile like we were old friends. Finally getting to meet you is such a treat. Your wife talks about you constantly. I smiled back politely while trying to place her face. Thursday nights are sacred for them, obviously, but seeing her with her sister again after everything that man put her through makes my heart so happy. What did you just say? The woman's face went from warm to terrified in half a second. Oh my god, you don't know. She backed away from me like I was dangerous and literally ran toward the exit, leaving me there trying to understand how my sister-in-law could be alive when I'd carried her casket. I dropped my phone twice trying to call my best friend from the parking lot. There's this woman who knows my wife and she just said something about her sister being alive. The silence went on way too long before he spoke in this weird, careful voice. You need to go home and talk to your wife immediately. My chest started getting tight like I couldn't breathe properly. Just tell me if you know what I'm talking about. Another pause before he said, I can't be the one to explain this, and hung up on me. 20 minutes later I was pounding on another friend's door, my shirt soaked with sweat even though it was freezing outside. He opened the door, saw my face, and immediately said, oh no, before stepping outside and closing the door behind him. You're going to destroy everything if you keep digging without talking to her first. The way he said everything made my legs feel weak. Her sister is actually alive? He physically stepped back from me. I can't have this conversation with you. The door closed in my face. I tried calling 3 more friends from my car, and by the third voicemail my hands were shaking so badly I could barely hold the phone because I knew that whatever this was, every single person in my life except me already knew about it. My wife answered on the first ring like she'd been waiting. Hey honey, where are you? Her voice was too careful, too controlled. At support group like every Thursday. Why? The lie came so easily, it made me sick. I need the address of where you meet. Dead silence. Why are you asking me that? Her voice had gone small and scared. Someone just told me your sister is alive and all our friends are acting like they're protecting some huge secret from me. The silence that followed was different, heavy with everything about to shatter. What exactly did they say? She was whispering now. That you have your sister back. I could hear her breathing, getting ragged. Come to the coffee shop on 5th Street right now. Her voice cracked completely. We're both here. Walking into that coffee shop felt like stepping into another dimension because there at a corner table sat my wife, holding hands with her sister who'd been dead for 6 years. My legs gave out and I basically fell into the empty chair while staring at a ghost who was crying real tears. You're supposed to be dead. My voice didn't sound like mine. I watched them put you in the ground. She flinched but kept talking through her tears. He was going to kill me if I didn't disappear completely. The he made my stomach drop because I already knew. My cousin? She nodded and my wife grabbed my hand across the table. The cousin who was just at our house last Sunday watching the game with you. Each word felt like another betrayal. The one who gave the eulogy at your funeral about how much you meant to everyone. My wife's face crumpled. That's exactly why I couldn't tell you. The pieces clicked together in the worst way. You needed my grief to be real so he wouldn't suspect anything. She nodded, sobbing too hard to speak. You turned me into your sister's bodyguard without telling me I was even on duty. The sister reached across the table. Please don't blame her. I begged her not to tell you since we couldn't risk him noticing any change. I pulled back from both of them. Who else knows? My wife could barely whisper. Most of our friends. The full weight hit me. So everyone thinks I've been lying to your parents while they cry over their dead daughter every Sunday dinner? She reached for me desperately. I told them you knew too because I couldn't explain why you didn't. The betrayal kept expanding. They think I'm some monster who brings her killer to family gatherings for fun. I sat there for a long moment trying to process everything, then stood up slowly. I understand why you did it, and I'm not going to do anything that puts anyone at risk. I looked at her sister directly. Your safety matters more than anything I'm feeling right now. She broke down completely, and I turned back to my wife. I know you were in an impossible situation, and I hate that you had to carry this alone. My wife reached for my hand desperately. Please don't leave me. I squeezed her hand gently. I'm not leaving you, but I need some time to think because I love you. But right now, I don't know how to look at you without feeling like I don't know you at all. She asked what I'd tell him, and I said nothing until I figured out how to handle it without making him suspicious. I left them there and sat in my car for an hour, just staring at nothing. I needed to figure out how to make him pay.